Okay, I guess I have to open up the radio too. It's just 4 screws here. And then there are 2 on the top. I'm going to open up these and remove the radio. So 2 more here. So more screw to open 2 and 3. After that, probably this thing will become loose. We'll see to that. Let's try that. Alright, so this thing is coming apart, but I guess I have to open up that side now to remove the dash completely. So we remove the side panel. Now we're gonna look if there's any screw here holding it. Yes, there is one. It's just right here. The screw removed. This thing should come off. There we go. It's off. Now we have to remove this. So we're gonna repeat the same process over here. We're gonna remove this handle, we're gonna remove this panel, and back there's a screw, and then we're gonna pull this thing out. So this has screws, so we're gonna remove that. 2. Right here as well. And then there's one here, there's one here, and then this panel should come off. A lot of screws. No wonder the guys don't have good videos on that, because this is a lot of work. Yes, came off. Let's see. Yes. And let's see from this side as well. It comes off. Okay, it did. Alright, this is out of the way. Okay. Now we are bare bones. Okay. Few more screws to remove. We're gonna remove the cluster panel. 1, 2, 3, and 4 screws, and behind those there are screws that would help me remove this whole thing. So, and there's 1, 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I understand why nobody has done the video, because it's hard to hold the camera and do the things. Alright, so we got our steering. Right now, if you see, I dropped the steering right there. There were 2 number 14 nuts that you have to open. This down now. I opened up the airbag connectors, but now we're gonna pull the dashboard out. You have 2 speakers over here, tweeters or speakers. You gotta make sure you disconnect them, and then this thing comes up. Just like that. The whole thing is out. My friend, that was a lot of work, but not difficult work. Okay, now we're gonna see how we can have access to what we want to work with. I want to remove this whole thing. Now we gotta remove that all too. So what I did, I removed this from here. This one's from here, and then one from here, and Next thing is we're gonna open up this, remove a bolt from here, remove this, and remove this whole metal frame to have access to that plastic thing in the back. So that's a bolt. Then we're gonna remove the rest of the things. Same thing we can do on the other side. Okay, just to give you an update, on this side you're gonna have 2 bolts and one up here 3, okay? So this side is 2, one up here 3, on the other side is only 2. And now I'm gonna open up these, and then hopefully this whole thing would come off. I have to remove a whole bunch of screws. So here you have 2 number 12 and you have 2 number 12s over here. Once you can remove this, then this bracket comes out. Okay, for some reason this job is bigger than it seems like. Yes, it is a huge job. So we have to move this metal frame, and I believe there might be some screws that are behind these things, so I need to open up these. So I'm gonna open up these screws and remove those vents. So I remove all the screws. Now I gotta remove these things. For these things to come out, this thing right here has to come down, and it just comes out, okay? So just like that. See, so this one has to come down. You can use something like this to bring it down like that. You see, and then that thing is out like that. So there's so many minor details to this work that it's hard to find a good video, but I'm trying my best to give as much detail as I can, so if I can be helpful to anybody. So now after removing that, the best thing is to pick up this wiring and move it a little bit towards this side and pull this frame a little bit out so you have access to the heater core, which is right there. Okay, here's the update. We're gonna open up the connections to the heater core from here. We don't need to open up this whole housing. We just need to remove this, and there's 2 of those hoses. That's it, and then we're good. Let's go and remove those. Inside, you got to make sure to remove this, the metal frame. You take all the screws that's attached to the body. You don't have to remove this metal frame all the way out. All you need to do is to remove the wires from your way, so you have access to the heater core, which is right there. And we're gonna open it up and install it from there. Alright, to give you more space, you can also remove this plastic. For this plastic, there's 2 nuts. I don't know if I can show you. And right there's the bolt you got to remove there on both sides. So after removing 1, 2, and 3 screw over there, the heater core is visible, as you can see. So here it is. Once you open everything, a lot of videos don't show this. There's a bolt over there that you got open, and then this thing comes out, and then you install your heater core. This is 5.5 mm. Most of these bolts are 5.5. And there's one at the bottom right here. We can open up this one too. And there you go. So I got my heater core in there. This core goes like this. So now let's install the cover back. Now everything is going to go back in the way it came out, so we can just follow the same process.